Wageshi Mutu, and I'm from Kenya, and I live in New York and Nairobi.
I'm born and raised in Norway, in a city called Sarpsborg. My mom is Norwegian and my father is Nigerian, but he left when I was 3. Skin was felt and it was noticed. People were curious to where I was from, and I think these type of experiences from early on has played a huge part in my practice, in my work, still today.
I think one of the weirdest things about growing up in Nairobi in the 70s and 80s is that we were watching the same TV shows and a lot of the same films that kids in the West are watching. Middle-class kids were experiencing a lot of the same things as kids in the West. And the thing that it took a while to understand is a lot of these films had nothing to do with us. There's there's virtually no representation of us young African urban kids in any of these films. A lot of them
couldn't put out that fire. Just couldn't. Couldn't make him alive again either. Hey, look, Suze. He wants to play. Hey, wait for me, boy.
Us young African urban kids in any of these films. A lot of them were predominantly white actors. A lot of them, if they were people of color or African or black, were very different from our experience.
I'd walk a million miles for one of your smiles on my mammy.
Come on, honey. Yupperty.
Yes, Granny. What'd you get for a wash like this?
All of they don't count for as money goes.
You mean you're not paid for it?
Of course not, they're museums.
She is best known for her intricate collages. They are beautiful and beguiling, while also provocative and disturbing. Consumerism, post-colonialism, African identity, and the politics of violence.
I'm interested in the relationship between sexuality, color, skin, culture, gender, class. This is the first time I use colors in my physical collages.
Idea of where it is I came from. And in the process of doing that, I've encountered all these incredibly strange things. So my work literally involves so much cutting and opening up and separation of body parts and images of body parts that it is very literally a type of surgery.
It is on blue, pale green, pale pink, and they speak to how we look on the inside, to smell, to everything that falls out or can fall out, to life, but also to death.
Like from small baby to youth, to older, to a woman, maybe also then death. You have all this stage of life, all this, this cycle.
I love people like Lucian Freud and Bacon, even though you can't hardly see, and a lot of the Renaissance painters.
And I'm standing in front of 2 of my work that is called Keeping It Together. They grew out of small collages that I make. I blew them up and I stuck them together. This is the first time I have blown up my collages, which is really this size. I'm also running an Instagram page since 2013. Gather photos and I also mix them with my collages. I really enjoyed the first time I experienced Instagram, the way you put the pieces together.
I like to depict anger. It is something I recognize, something I often feel myself. They are ready to fight whomever threatens.
My practice is right now mostly sculpture-based and drawing. But for years I did collage work. I did collage work based on magazine photography and postcards and all kinds of media, photographic material, and watercolor. I mix the two together, I would fuse them.